I'm Gick, professional designer, maker, and mom. I'm here to help tweens and their families turn their childhood bedrooms into more grown-up spaces. These DIY crafts and practical redesigns will reflect their evolving personalities and developing passions. Plus, I'll be breaking it all down so you can follow along at home. We're doing these designs in a day, which means at home, you can definitely do them in a weekend and on a budget. Let's see who we're working with today.
Hi, I'm Kaya. I really want my room redone. I want to tell you a little bit about what I like and, to give you some ideas. I really love Paris and France. I actually have a map of Paris over here. And I've also really been into snow globes and collecting them from everywhere. I also want to maximize the space of my room because as you can tell, it's really cluttered. And I want to change it into a more teenage adultish bedroom because for me it's very 7-year-old and I'm not a 7-year-old and I don't feel like one. And I really want to have a room that I can walk into and it's my room. So hopefully you can help me out. Bye.
It sounds like Kaya's ready to be rooming up. Let's go.
All right. Here's my room. My messy, cluttered room.
Okay, yeah, I see you have a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah.
She does have a lot of stuff in here.
Oh, and there's the map that I saw in your video.
Yeah, so this is the map of Paris.
Yeah, it's all of the streets in 1906 in Paris, which is pretty rad.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I see you have a lot of snow globes here. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I love collecting them. I like getting them from cities, states, anywhere. The first one I got was actually this Paris snow globe from my aunt when she was done traveling from Paris, and
very cool.
Kind of gave me a little idea. I was like, maybe I should start collecting snow globes.
Right.
So every time one of my families would travel,
they come get you one.
Yeah, to different countries, I'd be like, hey, can I get a snow globe? And then they'd be like, yeah.
So I definitely want to give you a space that's more mature, a place that you can hang out with your friends and chill and the things that you do when you're getting older.
Yeah,
right?
she super needs that, absolutely.
And then I definitely want to maximize your space. I want to make sure that your room has a nice flow and that you can have a spot to do your homework and have a spot for different things that you want to do in your room.
Okay.
One of the main things I'm going to do is I'm going to be painting a big dark green stripe across this wall here.
Cool.
And then with a Sharpie marker pen, we're going to do the whole Paris subway map from I think 1914.
What? From 1914?
Mm-hmm.
That's so rad.
And then on this wall, we're going to do a removable wallpaper that looks like bricks. So I want it to look very urban and funky
so cool.
and fun. Because on your video, I was like, Kaya seems so cool and fun and funky, and that's the kind of room I wanted to get her. And then I have a place that we're gonna be displaying all the snow globes. So that'll
Really?
be
Oh, that's so cool. They've always just ended up cluttering a
anywhere,
surface.
just sort of one here, one
Yeah.
Yep,
It's
absolutely.
oh, I didn't know I had this one.
After consulting with Kaya, it was very clear that we needed to get creative with the focal wall and room balance in creating her new space. Balance comes in creating distinct areas for her snow globes and workspace. We can achieve this by installing a unique wall detail and opposite that, a textured wallpaper. In this case, I like to use removable wallpaper, which makes it much easier for any skill level to install. So you guys ready to have some fun?
Yeah,
That's
let's do
amazing,
it.
absolutely.
All right, let's get started. Okay, Kaya, so we have to paint this corner. We're gonna start painting here and then we're gonna go over.
Why are we painting the wall when we're gonna do the wallpaper on here?
That's a really good question.
Okay.
So what we need to do is we need to get this corner painted because our wallpaper is gonna go right up to this corner. And we wanna make sure that we don't get paint on our wallpaper. So we kinda have to prep this corner so that our wallpaper can easily go into this corner.
Oh, okay.
And we won't get paint on our wallpaper. Okay, let me show you a little tip. So when you're getting paint on your brush, what you want to do is just and then you want to wipe it on these little divots right here just so you don't have too much.
Yeah.
You can kind of wipe it off on the edge too, and then you want to hold your brush like this. This is make sure your hand less tired if you hold it like this.
Okay.
Then you just want to kind of do just a nice even stroke down the wall like this.
Okay.
And we want to cover about maybe 2 or 3 inches on each side just so we know we have a nice corner. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you're like a professional now. Are you guys ready to see the color we're gonna
Yes,
use?
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, here it is. Let's get it up here.
Oh, wow.
So then we're gonna have the white
right?
subway lines on top of it.
Oh, that's so pretty.
I totally envisioned it like a darker green. I love this.
It's gonna dry really dark.
Yeah?
Yeah, it'll dry dark.
It's so cool
I
though.
love it.
Awesome.
It's a
I
giant-
love like the earthy tone to it.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Like a very earthy green.
It sure is.
Anyone who knows me knows that I take my colors and my focal walls seriously. This deep forest green really captured Kaya's earth tone vibe. It will create great balance with the incoming wallpaper. So Mom, we're gonna have
Yes.
you start painting the green.
Great.
And then Kaya and I are gonna go to the other wall and start the wallpaper.
Great.
We're gonna teach her everything she needs to know.
Yes, awesome.
When I saw the can of paint, I love the earth, like the green earth tone. But like seeing it on the wall is so like, it's amazing. And I really, like I said, like the earth tones. I love earth tones personally, and I think that like having a little bit of that like on my wall is just, oh, I love it so much. I'm so excited.
When Jo got here and told us what her plan was, it feels really like she gets Kaya. And I think I saw Kaya's eyes light up at everything, and we couldn't be more excited to see how this goes.
Like I said before, you don't want to dive into your wallpaper until you finish your painting to avoid getting paint on your wallpaper. With our painting complete, it's time to dive in. Okay, Kaya, I already put the first strip up just because I wasn't sure how this wallpaper was gonna work.
Yeah.
All of them kind of act a little different, and I wanted to make sure I had a good feel for it before I showed you how to do it. I've got it lined up really good over here with the pattern. And so what I'm gonna do is just have you slowly pull this sticky stuff out behind me. And so I can make sure that it's staying lined up, and then I'm just gonna smooth it go. So this is a peel and stick wallpaper, which is repositionable. So if you make a mistake, you can always pull it back up and fix it. So it's really user friendly, which is nice.
How long will you be able to like keep the contact paper up?
It'll be up until you want to take it down. So Kaya, tell me a little bit more about your snow globes. Is there one that's more important to you than the other? Or?
There is one that is really special to me. It would be the one from Mount Rushmore. And the reason is because it was the last trip my dad took with my grandma before she passed. But yeah, so it really reminds me of her. What happens when you get like a bubble stuck in the contact sheet?
So what you do if there's a bubble is you just take the point of your razor, or you can use a pin. You just want to take like a little tiny like poke at it, and then what you can do is take your smoother and you'll just kind of smooth around to get all that air out of that stuff under there. So we're all the way to the end here. So good, we're gonna take this. We're just gonna cut right here at the base board.
Awesome.
You ready for another one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Jo is so amazing. Like, I love how she thought this out and how she like really put the time into this, and how like I feel like she knows me like a lot, and she knows like what I want, and like she's just so awesome.
Watching Kaya go through this whole process has been really incredible. I see a confidence that Jo is really giving her by allowing her to be a part of all of this. And I think it's helping me see that she's like totally becoming a teenager.
Okay, Kaya, your mom painted this wall green for us. So now it's time to put your map on the wall like we had talked about earlier. So I found a map from 1914. We decided to project it on the wall so that we could trace it all with these white marker pens.
Oh, cool.
So all I need you to do is kind of take your marker and just gently press so that you get a nice even flow of the ink, and just kind of trace all these lines here. Even though we're tracing, this freehand painting is not for the faint of heart. So with Kaya stepping out for practice, I'm lucky to have my assistant Anna, who happens to be the best freehand wizard. You guys ready to see it?
I'm so ready.
Okay.
Okay, over here. Okay, stop. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
What do you think? You like it?
Yeah. Words.
Oh my gosh, Kaya. Did you see this over here?
No.
Look at that.
That's so beautiful. Oh, look at my little baby slippers.
Oh my god, that's so cute. Oh, and there's a picture of you and Daddy and Grandpa. What? Joe.
I'm glad you guys like it.
Do you even have words?
You can sit and read a book or hang out with your friends.
This is so
beautiful.
cool. Good work.
Thank you.
This is incredible.
You're welcome.
Yes.
You're welcome.
This is awesome. Can I give you a hug? This is so
You're so welcome.
And I love this too. Oh, and the snow globes, the way they're displayed as well. They're so cute.
right?
Oh my god, I'm like shaking. It's so amazing.
You've been roomed up. You've been roomed up.
You have.
My favorite part of the room is actually how Joe displayed all the snow globes, because they've really been like a part of me, and like where my family has gone, and like where I really want to go. I really love just to like walk in and see all of my things that I really love collecting up to be displayed for people to see.
It's been a dream to do this. It's something that I'm not awesome at. It's something that I can't and have never been able to give her. And to have Joe come in and, sorry, I'm a little like, and to give her a space that feels like hers and it feels like her, to see the things around that she loves, to see the things that she is about celebrated, it's been such a gift. Thank you.
Kaya and her mom were just so great to work with, and I think she now has a space that fits her personality. You'll notice how we utilize texture in her wallpaper to upgrade her room. But remember, you don't need a kid to room yourself up. By using these design tips and putting in the work, anyone can take their space to the next level. For Rooming Up and Blueprint, I'm Gick, and I'll see you next time.